and their children forever true. good hunt, I say. Farewell, good mate.
love that shitty little world. Finally managed to best those two fucking things, and that's all you get. Okay. Oh well. Stop bringing that. If this area is not hurt enough, but fucking throwing even more at me. Damn it. Okay. That one kind of bothers me a bit, but whatever. As long as those two hunters don't come back, I'm good. Well, okay. As long as one of them doesn't come back. I'm willing to accept that one of them probably fell but didn't die for some reason. Yeah, that's unfortunate, but well, okay. But that was it's a little bit more than unfortunate, but it's okay. He's not dead. Good. Yeah. His partner is trying me down. I can deal with it. I'm not quite sure why I can't get the timing down. I feel like that probably should have prevented him from being in the game. I mean, sorry, I should have allowed me to do a visceral. Damn it! Fuck. It's a good thing I don't have these fucking blood vials, otherwise I might have actually won that. I know. I don't want to turn every one of these into a fucking bitch session about that. I really don't, but it's such a fucking huge irritation. It feels like in all the lead up I got to here seeing this game, like fucking no one talks about it. Well, okay, some people probably do. It's just a fucking pain in the ass as well. Cause like, yeah, I can go grind it out somewhere. But it's just a fucking pain. Alright. Oh no. Damn. That fucking sucks. I was gonna come back to see him eventually, because I know what happened. Jeez, wait, so far I haven't gotten a single blood. There's one, Alright. This is the shit I gotta do. No blood vials, son. Oh, well, seems to be a pretty good source so far. I think the main problem with the grinding in this game, as I come to think of it, is that as the game progresses, you get to kind of these stopgaps, like boss, Chalice Dungeon, they don't really give me much. Blood vials? So, what'll happen is you'll go up against the boss, like, several times. And then it happens, but you lose all those precious materials, and they're so hard to replenish that it just becomes a matter of, like, a pain in the ass. Obviously, people are gonna disagree with me, they always do. And, you know, it's like, I feel like some people really love this game, and I love this game, and would probably either, like, tell me to get good, etc., or kind of send remarks. But it's like, oh, I didn't use many blood vials, because I did this and this and this. But I'm not gonna pretend I'm actually good at this game. I think I'm okay at this game. I think I put myself decently enough. And yet have to grind this shit out. It's such a pain that I don't think really needs to be. I mean, increasing the drop rate for blood vials significantly would alleviate that issue, or making them significantly cheaper. And, I mean, what's the point of not making them cheaper? Oh, now, people who are a little worse in the game, people who are worse at the game can't fucking enjoy the game as much? Yeah, I'm not as good as other people at the game. Sure, I'll accept that. I know that. But that doesn't mean that my experience should be compromised when people who are good at the game are just going to have tons of blood vials by the end of it and they're not using. And I have to keep grinding for them. Ugh. I guess really what part of it comes down to is, like, how much of a pain it is. And again, I guess that also partially comes down to how these games tend to go. I've never really had one of these games be so kind of in terms of resources. Dark Souls actually did something pretty fucking brilliant, if you ask me. Because it gives you a set number of healing items, and the rest are kind of shitty. But the set number of healing items replenishes every time, so in time, you learn to work with it. Like, even in this game gives you 20 blood. Not only do they never improve in how much they tend to give you, but they also, it's like, it just feels like there's a, it just feels like there's a point where missing the point. Where, like, you have 20 blood vials, yeah. But armor stores which help, which is why you have 20 of them, which is fine. But you have to grind them out. Like, if they were worth more and they had the same drop rate, I wouldn't be bitching so much. Like, if they did, if they restored a lot more health, then they would be far more valuable. If you only let me have a couple at a time, but had the same drop rates, it wouldn't fucking be an issue now, would it? There's not really, one of the other problems is that there's not really any good method mixing with the character class, in my opinion. I mean, there are different extremes and routes you can take, in fairness, but you have to be a speedy motherfucker. That can of course take different dimensions. Wow, man, that's a shame. Oh well, we've been getting lucky elsewhere. So at the very least, it is always nice to come back to areas like this and kind of realize how far you've come. I'm still not invincible, as you can see, but I can take way more of a beating. Ah. That's what happens when you sit there and control it. Alright. I apologize for this not being overly exciting. But I figure it's a little bit better to get all this shit out of the way now. Than to kind of delay it. I mean, I wish I didn't feel that I had to do it, but, you know. I've gone on that tirade enough times before. I don't need to fight again. You already know. But yeah. Regardless, we're doing pretty well on supplies, I guess. See, I think one of the reasons this game's been so hard in some ways is because I've constantly been having to spend resources on blood vials and quicksilver bullets because I didn't want to grind, which I know is probably unreasonable to not want to do something I haven't. I'm getting a little bit picky. Yeah. Point is, much as I like this game, and I really do like this game, and again, constant bitching is going to make it seem like I hate it, but I love it. I just like, it's at its strongest when it's going forward. It's at its weakest when it's forcing me to go back and do shit like this, or, you know, go through the chalice dungeon, or shit like that. I really don't want to dislike it. But it has certain aspects of it that just don't make sense. And again, I wish I didn't have to feel that way. I wish I didn't feel the need to bitch, but it's just like, when almost every time I played this game in the past couple of days, I had to fucking grind like crazy, with unnecessary capital, to execute properly. Like, what am I supposed to do? Take it on the chin and not accept? If not, I can probably spend some blood echoes. Or maybe just do another run. I wouldn't be too opposed to that. Actually, I might just do another run. Why not? I do like how there's this kind of like running story for certain characters and for certain things. Where like, well, you know, you gotta like that guy, and I kept talking to him throughout this entire game, and he still got worse and worse. I thought he was gonna die. Ooh. Okay. Okay, there we go. Alright, hold on, let's see. Can I... No, of course I couldn't turn your volume up. That would make too much sense. Let's see. Do you want to try upping your microphone a little bit? How it be going? There. You've caught me as I've been grinding blood vials and blood. Yep. The most fun activity of all, but I finally found... I just googled it and I was like, oh, there's a decent place to grind blood vials right here, and I'm doing that right now. So hopefully I'm okay for a little bit. Also, I managed to find the Hunter's Nightmare, so yeah. It's very spooky, as the kids are wont to say. Yeah, I mean, I'm already just kind of in the beginning area, and it's very interesting. I didn't go too far quite yet, because I kind of had some other stuff I want to take care of first. Yeah, but I might go back to it, see if I can get the pizza cutter. Because that thing looks fucking amazing and fun. You know how far in it is? Oh. I'll find it eventually. When I get it, I will cut blood pieces. How's your throat? I'm pretty sure I've seen someone using the one that uses your health. I've been trying to finish Eileen the Crow's questline, and unfortunately, the latest buddy that has a gun that like fucking kills my ass really easily. But it shit tons of damage and yada yada yada, so I haven't been making too much traction. Yeah, it's probably going to be a pain in the ass to learn it on console, but there's a community for it on console, and there's not much of one on PC, so, you know. It's the nature of the beast. Yeah, right now I'm just kind of deciding what to do in Bloodborne. I'm just, like I said, I'm just kind of grinding up for souls, for vials and souls right now. And I think I'm gonna kind of keep trying to get through the Nightmare Frontier and kind of get everything in it before I take on Amidala again. Although I found Patches. I hadn't seen him before, but he was like a spider or something.
Farewell, good hunt, may you?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know why he's a spider. That one confused me a little bit, but whatever. I don't know how to get him. I keep trying to throw rocks or something to huck him down.
Farewell, good.
But I'm sure I'll eventually deal with it. Also, I like how after you kill Rom, the music at the Hunter's Dream changes, and the sky changes as well. Really? You didn't notice that? Huh. So do you mean you didn't know that until right now when I told you, or you didn't notice it? Oh. Oh, well there you go. Yeah, you've beaten Bloodborne, haven't you? Oh. Oh yeah. Right. Yeah, no, it changes. The music changes as far as I can tell. After you kill Rom, it's very lovely. Now, I know you're gonna find that hard to believe because most Souls music is hideously terrible, but it's pretty good. Yeah, so right now I've just kind of decided to well, let's keep moving forward and kind of stop throwing myself at bosses for a little bit. I really wish there was a gun with a scope. But yeah. So I decided to start exploring a little bit. Just kind of start trying to pick up some shit, level up a little bit, that sort of thing. So I'm in the Nightmare Frontier. I finally managed to take out one of those fucking hunters. And so now there's only one left for me to fucking eviscerate. I don't know what I'm going to try to get done next. Basically, my goal right now is to... I want to kind of try and get stuff done before I move too much further in the main game. Because I kind of want to squeeze as much as I can out of the game before I get to the final boss. Man. Rewards for beating those two guys, the two hunters in Nightmare Frontier is such a fuck you. It's like, here's a lead elixir. Here's another lead elixir. That's all you get, fucker. It's such a dick move. It's like, you couldn't have given me anything better than that? It's like, nope, that's all you get. I will. They're dead now. So I'm okay. Now to keep moving forward. Oh yeah, also, I killed Willem? Yeah, Willem. I killed Willem, and I got that sweet ass the eyes one? Yeah, that's been fucking so useful. Because now I'm actually starting to get decent pickups on a lot of stuff. Upgrading them? How do you mean? Oh, do you mean changing them around? Yeah. I do change them to suit situations. Like for the Thumerian Descendant, I basically maxed out the benefits from pulling visceral attacks. So that way, obviously, I could maximize that particular strategy with him. Also, I finally learned how to do backstabs. Yeah. They only made it so obtuse that it's literally not in the game. As far as I can tell. Beyond just being able to do it. You know, I don't know if it would be. It's kind of such a pain in the ass to pull off that it's not really too useful. Maybe that's just me, though. Titanfall 2. I need to... I'm very hopeful that it doesn't take too much to get Tone. Because as soon as I can get her, I'm just gonna use Tone. Because Tone's fucking great. It's my favorite method. Fucking not very good at getting pilots or spray firing, but against other Titans, very good. Especially if you have a couple of them in then you can kind of keep replenishing shields. I got a fondness for it. It's a very good mech. What do you tend to prefer? Yeah. I have seen people use the fuck out of that. It's like I've never had the knack for it myself, but I've seen people use Scorch really well, so much so that's surprising. Like, if you can get people trapped in that area of effect and like keep launching fire at them, you can fuck people over really hard. Just gotta, it just depends on your ability with it though, obviously. What? What are you putting in? Oh, the Twitch link? Sorry, what are you putting in the main chat? Oh, okay. I gotcha. I gotcha. Yeah. Makes sense. Yeah, yeah. What was I gonna say? I had something to say. Ah, okay. There he is! Patches! He's on a spider, I don't know why. I like how he leaves all this twinkly shit too. He's like, look at this, I'm not the spider thing that's waiting in the wings. Also, I understand you like it the Napoleon, apparently. Honestly, given the history I've been listening to of him, I have a lot more respect for him, and he seems like a lot less terrible of a guy than history generally paints him as. Yeah. 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 Yeah, he's definitely, I mean, especially compared to some of his peers, he's at least on par in some regards. Yeah. Yeah, Napoleon is definitely... He was a very smart guy. Deserves a lot of credit for what he made accomplish. Don't worry, you'll get there eventually. Yep. Yep. Oh yeah, also, it turns out that the Patches thing is a cutscene. I thought I could get close enough to him to tell him to eat shit, but apparently not. Oh man, I sure do love enemies with one-hit kills. The one that does frenzy on you and also apparently has a grav attack, that's a one-hit kill. 'Cause that's fun. That's good. That's okay. Fucking hell. I want to love this game, and it just keeps, like, shoving shit in my face and saying, what's the matter? What's the problem? I don't see it. Whatever, it's fine. Alright, let's see. Anyway, just gotta get those back. And also fucking kill patches. Apparently before I go down there, otherwise it's a cutscene. Yeah. Yeah. It is amusing to see that even in a Nightmare Cthulhu-esque world, one thing that kind of remains constant is that Patches is kind of an asshole. Well, it's not kind of. Is Patches being an asshole. Yep. The more things change, the more they stay the same. You can do it. I did pretty well my first match, surprisingly so. It's kind of why I kept on with it. I was just kind of like, oh. That word never sounds more right than when it's coming from an Australian or a Briton. Oh shit, take that, you dick. I knocked that fucking asshole down. Threw a rock at him and down he went. Although he's probably not dead. Which is a shame. But I can do that later, I guess. Well, I'll probably have to... I don't know, I figure I'll probably kill him later. We'll see. We'll see. Pretty good biography of the ministry right now about Napoleon, actually. Yeah. If I had one complaint, I'd say it's like the author seems like he's a little too in love with Napoleon. He even has like a fucking lock of the dude's hair. He boasts about that. He's like, I have a locket of Napoleon's hair in my study, and it's like, okay, dude. I get that you like Napoleon, and I'm not really gonna say that you're wrong for that, because I find that would be somewhat unreasonable. But you know, if you like Napoleon, that's fine. But at the same time, I think when you're collecting his hair, you might have an unhealthy attachment. But yeah. Oh my gosh, so I tried the Destiny 2 beta, which I probably told you about a little bit. Yeah, I tried that out of curiosity. And basically, I was fucking like, I was willing to give it its chance, but I played it and I was so fucking bored. It's so slow and dull, man. Like I was actually kind of hopeful that there was gonna be group battle and I'd be able to play it, so I was like, alright, let's try the Destiny 2 beta. And immediately, I was starting to come to regret it. Because I'm playing the main campaign. The only mission they give you. And already it's just kind of like tripe, writing-wise. Like, I wasn't expecting an epic Orwellian, no, what's the Oscar Wilde level writing, but it's name the famous writer who had it. I wasn't expecting something great. Yeah. I can't think of a single game about it. Yeah. I was, but I went in and I was fully ready to give it a chance, because I'm like, you know, I've been hearing decent things about the beta, and people have been seeming to have a better time with it than previously. And I tried it, and throughout the entire first mission, the writing was literally causing me physical pain. Well, literally. It was just like, I was listening to the writing and I'm like, ew, what the fuck? Yeah, so, I mean, their attempts at comedy were just laughable. But I was like, okay. Not in a good way, no. Yeah, I was just like listening to it and I'm like, what the fuck is this? Right. But, I mean, I also knew that part of the appeal of the games is also the gameplay. And that's actually one of the most consistent refrains I had heard of that game. Where people were like, oh, you know, the gameplay is really great. And so, I was just like, I mean, I was like, the gameplay's alright, but it's really nothing to write home about. I mean, I've played fucking Doom. I've played Titanfall 2. I have pretty high standards, and Bungie was not meeting them. But yeah, and then, but you know, it's like, the gameplay was solid. It was competent, that's about as much as I'll give it. And then, what happened was, Me and Nova and Law eventually got around to playing the Strike, right? Which is one of the main selling points, yada yada yada. You play the anti. So I said, you know what, we should do that, because there's only one Strike available, so you have to do that. And we played Strike, and I was so bored. So all they had added to it was enemies from the first game, and I haven't played the first game in fairness. Yeah. But all I was really seeing was enemies from the first game that were colored differently. It was a great way to introduce people to the game. And then we got to a boss, and it had so much fucking health, and it took forever. Like, I'd say the worst part... Oh, fuck off. Fuck off. Anyway. Yeah, okay. I think I've explored this area enough. The knock patches off of his footholds. So, I don't know where he's at now, but I don't really give a shit. Because he's past a bullshit enemy that's no fun, so I don't care. But yeah. What was I saying? Oh yeah, Destiny. So we got to a boss. And what happened was the boss had tons of health. Like, it has, you know, it's a 3-stage boss, and it took so many bullets just to get it down to its initial stage. And then during phase 2, we got it down to less than 2/3, to more than 2/3 of its health. Like, it still had a third and a half of its health left, and it went into phase 3, and I'm like, what? That doesn't make any fucking sense. It was just a fucking nightmare, man. I mean, we tried to we tried to beat it 3 times after we had beaten it successfully with some other guy who actually knew what he was doing, and by that point I was like, fuck it, I'm tired of it, I'm done, I don't want to play this anymore. Yeah, I just fucking got tired of it and I stopped. It was, yeah, we tried 2 times, and it was just like, by the third time I was like, no, I'm done. So it's like, I just didn't see the point in proceeding further. It was just fucking like, why would you keep playing? This has been just... Basically, it's like, I think the only thing it really has going for it is that it's kind of good enough in some ways. But the good gameplay, which admittedly is solid, isn't enough to gloss over the fact that it's just not fun. Shooting enemies doesn't feel fun. They have health bars, and it feels like it takes so long to get them down, and they don't even really, like, react interestingly. That I was just like, this fucking isn't fun to play. So we stopped playing it. Bloodborne is very loud. And facing a boss like this makes it small. Fuck you! Oh. Oh dear. Oh my gosh. Fucking finally. Amidala. Yeah. Fucking hell. That was a fucking boss fight, man. Yeah. Sorry, I was just fucking like... jeez Louise. There's that fucking euphoria. Yeah, no, she was fucking... This was my second time today trying to get her. And eventually I realized I was being too greedy. And trying to attack a bit too much. So I just kind of kept dodging and like striking once or twice. Yeah. So I dodged around like a rabbit on crack.
Very well.
And I managed to fucking beat her. It was close. It was very, very close. But I did it.
Farewell.
By God. I got good.
Welcome home. What is it? Very well.
Huh. It's interesting how raising my strength won't raise my attack power at all, apparently. In fact, nothing will raise my attack power. That's really weird. I didn't know that.
Farewell.
Oh my fucking gosh. Blah. Oh wait, hold on a second. Patches is referred to as... As the kids are wont to say, you appear to be mad, bro. Hey, what, I mean, really? You're making a big deal out of nothing, I think. Yeah. Yeah, I've begun to question that sometimes. But ultimately then I just gird myself and tell myself, yes, it is worth it. Maybe. I think where I'm at basically right now is that to be worth it for me, it has to, I have to be really close to getting everything else. Because otherwise, what's the fucking point of going through that fucking shitty, horrible, awful dungeon that I can't... I honestly have a hard time believing that the people who made all the other Souls games made that. It's fucking embarrassing. It's like, you should be ashamed. Ugh. Well, that is Amidala dead, at least. Well, one of them. There's like a million of them, but it's okay. I got one of them. Damn it, that's one more than I had before. Yeah. I'll take it. I'll take it. So basically you have no social life is how I do it. Yeah, I don't know how one pulls that. I don't know. Sometimes you just need to do it. All right. Yeah, no, never. Yeah. Yeah, but he's kind of got an obsession. Ask him, he'll admit it. It's why he was kind of happy they didn't have trophies or anything on the Switch. Because he's like, good, now I don't have to worry about trying to get the completion. You know, I'm genuinely curious if I just kind of keep backing away from the Crow Canehurst and make him keep doing his bloody attack, if he'll just kill himself off faster than I can. Or I can throw rocks at him. Yeah! Take that. Also, that is certainly not a pebble. So I do not know what kind of pebbles are in Japan, but I'm pretty sure that's not a pebble. Yeah, I wanted to get that one, but there's one problem. And the problem is that there's a boss you have to beat called the Unspeakable Deep. Except it's at the beginning of the game. You only get one try. And yeah, no. I was like, if I could get that one, I could potentially see doing it. Alright. Yeah, some people are, oh, it has healing. Good! He can heal himself. Oh. Enough? Shit. hate that fucking tab. It's so easy to leave yourself open. Okay. I finally finished that game a couple weeks ago. That game hurt me emotionally. Yeah, it was a very emotionally traumatic game. Yeah, I'm happy for it because I think it's really. Fuck you! Ah, I almost had him. Fucking, but it wouldn't be fucking. It wouldn't piss me off if it wasn't for the fact that he had a fucking cheap ass gun that does like 1,000,000 damage. The Crow of Canehurst. You know Eileen? You know the end of her quest line? Yeah, I'm fighting that asshole right now. Not only is he like a huge pain in the ass to parry, because I have not been able to get the parry down for him except rarely. He also can apparently heal himself, I think. And he does massive damage to the point where it's fucking ridiculous. I wouldn't care about if it wasn't the fact that he... Well, actually, let's take it. Yeah, it's some bullshit. It's some fucking bullshit. Anyway. Yeah, I don't know. Platinum trophies have never really been super high on the list. I'm afraid I wouldn't know what you mean by that. I don't know. I'd say on normal difficulty it's still pretty difficult.